Hi everyone, my name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're just walking around and I got a comment on my video recently asking about tips on how to deal with anxiety and tips on how to deal with panic attacks and whatever the like may be. And I have a few tips. I'm actually outside right now because I was getting a little anxious at my grandmother's house. Not her fault, not my fault, just the situation and what it is. But I decided to come out because I don't want to have a panic attack and I don't really good morning. And I don't really want to put my anxious energy onto her. I want her to be happy, healthy, whatever, So I decided to just come outside, and the first tip that I have is if you're on medication or you're thinking about medication or you've tried medication or whatever, is make sure that you stay on top of the dosing and the dosages and make sure you take every dose that you can, because you never know what your day is going to hold. I read some really sad news this morning on Facebook that someone who I follow in the dementia community, their mother passed away. And that's been with me this morning because my grandmother has dementia and I am going to have to deal with the reality of one day her passing away. So that's definitely a huge trigger for me. So it's been kind of an anxious morning. So I just try to, go around on my power chair and just do things like that. And then the next thing I would definitely say is to definitely talk about it with a family member or a friend or a therapist or something like that.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Nice out.
Oh yes, very nice. My mom brought it with us.
I thought you took a ride to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh no. This thing isn't street ready.
Oh.
I would be afraid I'd get hit. That's
Probably, yes.
yeah. Sorry, I'm in my grandma's retirement home community thing. But
Yeah, too much traffic. No sidewalks.
but anyway, now they're having a discussion about no sidewalks. But anyway, next thing I would definitely talk about it. I would definitely tell a friend or a family member what your what your triggers are and what you're able to deal with and what you're not. My family members know that my grandmother is a huge trigger for me. Not because I don't love her and not because I don't love her with everything in my heart and whatever, but because it is just a huge reality to have to watch someone pass away very slowly and you can't do anything about it. So definitely talk about it with a therapist but sometimes I feel like therapists can, well, at least in my experience, can be kind of okay, well, what do you want me to do about it? Sometimes I feel with my therapist, I bring something up to her And then she's like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I can't do anything for you. And I'm like, I don't want you to do anything. I just wanted to be able to vent about this situation and whatever. Because last week I was talking about something with my therapist, and then she was like, you realize this whole session has been arguing because you want to be right about a certain situation. And I'm like, no, I was just venting about an issue that I was having, you know? And whatever, it doesn't matter. But and then I would say another thing is if you have like a service dog, is to make sure that they can task for you to respond to panic attacks and stuff. My dog does a great panic attack response. She'll come up to me and she'll start licking me. One of my telltale signs that I'm having panic attack is that I start retching, like I'm gonna vomit, but I don't vomit. But that's one of my signs. And so then she'll come up to me and she'll just like sit with me and make sure I'm okay, you know, and stuff like that. So not really too much to get in with panic attacks because panic attacks are very relative. Like, my version of panic attack could be your just like everyday life, you know? So, yeah.